we've got to get everybody on board, on the same page in terms of just worrying about winning, and that's it. And I think for right now anyway, I think we're just scattered. It's a pickup game. There's no execution at either end, no sort of commitment to the group. I saw a lot of hanging heads tonight. I think we're feeling sorry for ourselves, and nobody's going to feel sorry for us. So everyone can't wait to play us and kick our ass.
So the Warriors, they've been the worst team on the road this season. They're allowing more than 124 points per game away from Chase Center, by far the most by any team this season. That's almost 13 more points than what they allow at home. So I want to bring in everybody here, welcoming in Brian Windhorst to the conversation. There's just a ton to dig into. But Perk, I want to start with you. When you are looking at the Warriors, what is most concerning to you when they are on the road?
You know what? I sit on here time and time again, and I come on here preaching. I preach about body language. I preach about just looking at guys' actions, the feeling, the camaraderie. And we saw that last night out of the Golden State Warriors. This is the team that actually won the NBA championship last year. They don't have chemistry. The chemistry is gone right now. Now, will they get it back? I don't know, but right now it's not there. If you look at them across the board and watch how they're playing a whole bunch of individual basketball. It's not a team anymore. It's guys playing with hidden agendas. It was late in the second half last night. I watched Klay Thompson pull up for 2 bad shots on the other end. If you'd have watched the body language of Draymond Green along with the body language of Jordan Poole, they're having these problems. And then all of a sudden you see Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins, they get paid. All of a sudden they feel like they need a bigger role. But check these 2 plays out right here. That's one. Klay pull up again. Look at Draymond under the basket. He don't even get back on defense. He's not even interested. Look, he hanging his head. Steve Kerr pointed it out. He know that he have issues in the locker room. And again, I said this before, when the incident happened with Draymond Green and Jordan Poole, that this is going to be one of the biggest challenges in Steve Kerr's coaching career as the head coach of the Golden State Warriors. And here we are.
Brian, I know you were looking at Jordan Poole as well. What stood out to you?
Yeah, I'm listening very closely what Steve Kerr is saying, and I'm taking under advisement what Perk is just mentioning there. And I do think that there's something there. I think a team that is famous for its chemistry definitely has issues to work through. But the reason that they're struggling with surviving Jordan Poole having poor shooting, because the thing about it is, he shot the ball really well in the preseason when he got that contract, and when he had the whole punch issue, I think he could just be in a slump. And the reason that they're having a bigger problem dealing with the Jordan Poole slump and dealing with the Klay Thompson down shooting time is because of those defensive numbers you showed, Malika. They are not used to being a bottom 4 defensive team. They're 27th right now. And when you are a bad defensive team, it makes everything harder. It makes going on the road harder. It makes bad shooting stretches harder. It makes a weaker bench harder. When you can't get stops, it eliminates your margin for error. And the Warriors have been famous for a huge margin for error. And so if they could just start defending better, and that might take a transaction to help their bench, I think a lot of things would improve, potentially including the attitudes in the locker room.
I want to show you guys those 2 Klay Thompson shots again, especially that second one. That was the worst possible look in that situation. He could have shot it right away, passed it to the open man in the corner, or found an entirely different look. There was plenty of time on the shot clock. He waited for the defense to recover and then took a contested 3, which killed the team's momentum. And there's been a lot of shots like this for Klay Thompson, and there's a reason why. Klay is trying to prove himself after coming back from those awful injuries. He's trying to show that he can work through it, and that's great. We all believe in Klay. But when he's forcing things like this, it's detrimental to the team. He has plenty of help. Steph Curry is playing out of his mind. Jordan Poole, Jonathan Kuminga. There's so many promising players on this team and a lot of great shooters. He just needs to trust them more. Klay Thompson just told everyone in a press conference to be patient. It's going to take time. But Klay's the one that's not being patient. He's forcing things. He's trying to be his old self before his body is ready for it. And that's hurting his team. Jordan Poole already has those tendencies. He's a young player and he likes to score a lot of points and shoot a lot of jumpers. You can't have two of those on the same team. Normally, Klay's a lot smarter with his shot selection. Steph Curry is obviously another great shooter that takes his time with his shots. So when you have two guys that are out of control and like to shoot out of rhythm shots, it's going to hurt your team. And like Brian Windhorst mentioned, the defense they're playing right now isn't good enough to have two guys struggling and out of rhythm. This is why Steve Kerr mentioned the Warriors are playing like it's a pickup game. They're playing for individual success, like it's a basketball tryout. They're not buying in and playing for the team like they normally do. Out of all teams, this team should be able to figure it out. They just won a championship with the same group. All they have to do is start playing defense, moving the ball around, and playing the Golden State Warriors style of basketball that they've been playing forever. They have a dynasty for a reason. Klay Thompson isn't shooting like himself. He can't make anything from the outside. But if he slowed down and took more catch and shoot threes, he could get his rhythm back. Instead, he's taking shots with defenders all over him and throwing off the entire Warriors offense. And that's why Steve Kerr mentioned they're playing like it's a pickup game. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Does Klay Thompson just need to take better shots? And leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more NBA content just like this. And I will see you in the next upload.